Welcome to our automation test scenario talks. Previously, we talked about Selenium and Cypress. Today, we'll start to introduce Playwright. End-to-end testing for modern web application. Cross-browser, cross-platform, cross-language test mobile web. What is Playwright? An open-source end-to-end automation framework developed by Microsoft. Key features: cross-browser testing, multiple language support, auto-wait, rich locates, headless and head model, API testing, mobile immunization. Compared to Cypress, Selenium, faster execution, better out-of-the-box support for modern web applications, unified testing feature. Playwright is a Node.js-based end-to-end testing framework created by Microsoft to automate the modern web application. Support Chrome, Firefox, WebKit, all from the single API. Language binding: JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, Java, C#. Application and test, front-end, REST API, and even mobile immunization support. Key feature of the Playwright: cross-browser testing. Single test run on Chrome, Firefox, and WebKit without change. Mobile immunization: stimulate mobile device like iPhone 12 or Pixel 5. Auto-waiting: automatically waits for the elements to be actionable, reduces flakiness. Built-in test runner, come with its own runner. Powerful location: support get by route, get by text, locate, and shared domain interaction. Multiple language: officially support JS, TS, Python, Java, and .NET. Authentic persistence: save login state to avoid repeated login. Network control: intercept, mock, and validates API call. Screenshot video track: capture on file for debugging, for integrate. Difference Playwright vs Selenium vs Cypress. We can see here is the future, this is the future compare. Here is the Playwright, Selenium, Cypress. Create Microsoft. Here is a W3 standards, Cypress. Language: JS, TS, Python, Java, C#. JS, Java, Python, C#, Ruby, and JavaScript and TypeScript. Browser: Chrome, Firefox, WebKit, all the browser. And here is also like the Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Electron. Parallel execution built-in, neither text ledge and JUnit and Grand, need a third-party plugin. Architecture run out of the process with the browser. Use the WebDriver protocol in the browser execution. Auto wait. Yeah, this have the auto wait. This need manually coding. And here Cypress is yes. Standard DOM for support, limited for support. Mobile immunization built-in. Cron dev tool partial. API tester native request API need REST assured or others built-in. Test flag list no, high, no and middle. Setup complexity simple, complex, simple. Headless model yes, yes, yes. And the CI/CD integration yes, yes for both for 3. Use case guide. Scenarios recommended tool, cross-browser and cross-platform testing. Recommended Playwright. Enterprise-wide testing with larger legacy system. Cypress. Selenium. Component UI testing for the modern JavaScript framework uses Cypress. Accessibility test, visual regression test. 3 can use the Playwright, Cypress, also Selenium. API UI test, challenge, Playwright, and Cypress. I will show step to set up recording, run test, view reports. First prerequisite need to install Node.js npm. Then I open the command line and type command here. Yeah, I just copy and type. Okay, make this folder. So I cd this folder. First npm initial. Okay, this is initial. Then install playwright text. Okay, so you see here is added the full package and everything is okay and pass. And here is install playwright. So under the demo folder 2, I will add one folder is tests. This is store like the script you record or write the test script here. And also I get the playwright config.js file. This file is in this folder. Then is like this one, yeah, just I can put the test, I record the test and get this test and this test. Also this is here. And the package JSON is after install we get the package.json. This is after install Node module is come up. Then I will copy this command. You see here is a Playwright. This is run Playwright. Use the CodeGen, and here is against the WebDriver, web address. When you want to test, you can get any you want to test. Just put here. For me, is put this here. So you see here is open web, and also this is a record. So when I do any step is recorded here. So let me show you here. You see here, I go to the website, then I go to the golf. You see here is a wait and get golf. And here I type something and search. You see here is a tag golf, and the search you see is just one return. I click this, clean, and then I select country and list country related golf course. So here is like I click like United States country. So you see filter. You see here is all the United States golf is listed here. Here is name, here is address and the description and something. And then I record each step. You see here is read each step, and I stop it. And you can check here. I want the Node.js library or something, or just get this one, and then I copy and get a text editor, put there and save as .spectre.js. Then I close this one, and how can I run the test? Yeah, I record and save as this file in this one, yeah, tests. So how to can run this test? I can run this test. After run, I can use this command to open reports. No test failed. Okay, I check what happened. Okay, I check the step. Yeah, we missed some steps, so I redo again and create a Playwright demo, and then you see I can run it. Okay, run the script. Yeah, after run is open. Yeah, you can use this one, open it. Use yeah, you see is open, and we test the 3 browser, web browser. You see here it's just Firefox is a fail, and the other thing is a pass. Yeah, so today I just simply introduce Playwright, how to set up, and also introduce what is Playwright, what the key future and compare with Cypress and also Selenium. This is just a start, so thank you for your watching. If you want to follow us update, please subscribe. Thank you. See you next time. Welcome to our automation tester scenario talks. Today we'll talk about the Playwright core concept part 1. We'll introduce Playwright test runner architecture. Difference between browser, context, and page. Locator strategies. Playwright test runner overview. Playwright comes with a Playwright test package. Handles parallel test execution. Fixture, browser, context, page. Multiple browsers from a single config. Rich reports, list, .html, JSON. Test structure. First, in a test, we need to define a test description block. Test.description. Group related test together and like group login out function. Before each, set up before each test, like launch web browser. Test, individual test case, like test validate login, test function. Expected, this is a Assertion function. Example, check URL container dashboard. Check the page contains the text. After each cleanup, log out. Browser, context, page model. From a level, top level is browser. Browser engine. Playwright have the 3 web engine: Chrome Mail, Firefox, WebKit. For example, wait Chrome Mail.launch. Context, encode like session. Wait browser.net new context. Page, a table with the context. Wait context.new page. Locator strategies. Playwright uses the method listed here. One is used by row. On the web page, find the button. This is by row, and the name is login. By text, on the page, find the by text sign in text. By the text, get this one. And the CSS, right-click web elements and inspect, and you can copy get the CSS value. So page.locate, this is a CSS value. By XPath, right-click web elements, inspect, and get the XPath value. Page.locate, this is the XPath value. Chained. On a web page, if you have the nested web elements, for the top one is a form. So you use the page.locate, find the top one in the form. In the form, locate, import. For the web elements, if you have many repeat web elements, you can use the index. like a page.locate button. If button will have a serious button, use the same name ID, but index is different. So this is index 1. You can find another index 2 or 3, something. You will install Visual Studio Code and also install extension for Playwright. On the Visual Studio Code, you can run the test, use commands, or use UI. Playwright.config.js file. In this file, Playwright defined some of the feature here, like defined log timeout. This defined timeout 30 seconds. Exception timeout 5 seconds. And retry 1 time. Trace on. Screenshot only on failure. Video return on failure. Okay, I will go ahead to start coding. First, you need to download, install Visual Studio Code, like this code, the Visual Studio Code. Then you go to the extension and search for Playwright. You install extension like the Playwright tester for Visual Studio Code or the Playwright tester runner. So I did, so I not do it. And for here, like we go to the first, go to the Playwright config.js file. This file is define your test future. So here is, you see here, test driver is under the tester. Yeah, tester in under tests. And here is a timeout as showed you before. And here define a tester 30 seconds. And this expect 5 seconds. Here is retry. And you see here is report. I choose the HTML report. And here you can see here is like a viewport and define the words and head. And here is like a video and screenshot. And here is the project. We use 3 of the web browser. You see here is defined. And also is the result after run results into this folder. So here is a config file we defined. And then I go to the test and I can add a new file. I add one new file called Locator.js. And this is I defined. Then first line I import the test expect from the Playwright test. Here is the test. Another one I will tell about expect. Yeah. And here we have like we introduce, we have the 3 sections in the test script. Here is a test description is like describe is a block include like a test before each I defined like the go to the page. This I will test the web elements page. And then is a test. I have many of the tests here. You see here is a test. Then after test we have
test after each. After each, just for me, is just close the web browser. Yeah, that is I defined like followed before the instruction and define the text script. Here we go to here, we see generally for the playwright we use a wait, that is wait page, wait text upload. So is wait the page come up and then go to this is go to the URL, this is a web address, so is go to the web elements. Then I do for the test, first test, I test the web elements button by name. So this is the general format for the test. Synchronize, wait the page, then await page, and get by row. This is row is the button. Name is button 4. So for this one is click the button 4. For this one is a test link, web element link. So wait the link come up. This link name is home in my web page. So click the home page, link. Another test is a test text box. This use the CSS. So right click the text box and the inspection and copy the CSS. So here is a wait page. This is a different user Locator. User Locator. Here is a CSS value. So put the value in it. And then is in the text box and the test field testing the text box, the text. And here is for this one. And another one is for the text area. For the text area is use text area 4. So is locate text area 4 and also put the text area. And another test is a checkbox. And check the checkbox 1 and click is check. Yeah, you can see the web page here. So generally, in this web page, we have the button. And here, if you want, like here is I want to find the web elements something. So right click, inspect. Inspect, you can see here is like ID is this one. If you want to copy something else, so you can copy the select. This is a CSS value, and also you can copy the XPath. We use for this one is XPath. So got all of the information from the web page. And then here I finished the test. So I say I install the Playwright extension, so I can run the test two ways. One is use the terminal. You see here, open a new terminal, put a command to run the test. Today I just show you like use the right click run this test. So I right click this one and you see here is a test. Here is a test. So I can click the test run. Okay, you see all the test pass. So also here we have the test results. Result here. Yeah, you can check the result here, and also have the some like when a test fail, have the recording the like the screenshot and video. Let me run one of the fail test. This one is should fail, so I save, and then I run again. So it's take time. Yeah, because for the testing is cannot find that web element. She try many times and wait. Not try many times. It's wait come up and check. Okay, so you can see here when we defined like the 30-second timeout cannot find this web elements. So here is not find. This one is a locator is run. So web browser is closed. And then you can check your Playwright report here. So you can see here is we have many of the report here, and also you can check the like the video or something. Yeah, you see here is video, but from here because I not install extender for the video from the Visual Studio Code, so you need to go to your like the folder and click, then use your computer run this one. Yeah, because my Visual Studio not install the video show. So this is today's topic. Thank you for watching the video. In the video, I introduce a Playwright test package, browser context page, Locator. If you want to follow up our updates, please subscribe. See you next time. Welcome to our automation testing scenario talks. Today we'll talk about Playwright core concepts part 2. We'll introduce assertions, auto waiting, test retry and timeout. From a test structure, we can see the Playwright test structure contain all of this one. From here, we can see assertion. Assertion uses expect function, can validate URL, return text, also validate web element status. Auto waiting behavior. Playwright automatically wait for elements to be visible, enable, attached to DOM. That is, we don't need to write code for wait, because Playwright automatically wait elements to be show up and available, enable, and attach. Retries fail action. When the Playwright test fail, we can set retry and redo the test. We can set the 2 times, 3 times, and you can decide which time you want retry. Test retry and timeout. Yeah, here is the future retry. Retry is a general retry flagged test. Sometimes is because loader slowly cannot pass, and retry second time or third time is pass. And the general from a config file you can decide retry times. I will use this command to run a test retry 2 times. Timeout. You can set timeout per test or per action. I set for the per test. Trace, enable trace on to debug Flaky tests. Okay, let's look at the code. First, we look at the playwright.config.js file. We can see here is the retry is 0. So I can change it like I want 2 times retry. Also here is a timeout. I want to set 40 seconds. So change this one, and here is 40 seconds. Then I save. I go to this script. In the last talk, we introduced this script. We just use Locator or by the row or by the name and find the web elements. Right now, I want to show how to use Assertion to verify the content. So here, let me first say test before each. Because before each go to this web address. So first I want to verify page title. So I go to this web page. So I want to have a title is like this idiom lucid. This should show on the page. Second assertion is verify the correct web address. So you can use whole address URL. Also you can use contain web elements. I use whole URL. And here is a test. So before I introduce that back row, find the button. So name is the button for click. Then after click, we verify click the button. So we should this button is be variable. So if not variable, this code probably fail. And test 2 is here. This is by row and find the link. Click this link is redirected to the home page. So I check a session to verify URL after click the link. So after click the link, so this URL should redirect to the home page. So should have this URL. So this is verify. And this is click this like the import text in the text box. So after import, use expect page locator. Locator is find web elements. Make sure web elements have value. This value is a type field, so should have this value. And another test is for this one is the text area. Also after fill this text in the text area and check this text area have value as this value. And here is check the checkbox. So after checkbox check, so this is expected check the web page web elements locator. This checkbox 1 to be checked. After check, so this is to be checked. If not checked, this is not to be checked. So this is a test. So I can run a test. You say I have 5 tests. So 5 tests contain one part is find the web elements. second pause after action, check the action is take effect. So all of the test is pass. Then I will show is a fail test. This is a fail test. So I run this one. You can see what happened for this one. There is a 5 test pass, and the last one is running. I give the 40-second timeout. So is a wait. You can see here is a waiting for the timeout. Okay, so is a timeout. You see here is timeout 40-second, and then cannot find this button. Yeah, so that's a fail. And I will run the command and see the retry. So I open the terminal and you see I type this command and retry 2 times. So you can see what happened for the retry. So from here, you can see retry 1 time. Yeah, you can see manual retry. But I not wait for finish. Yeah, 2 times retry. Thank you for watching the video. In the video, I introduced the Playwright Assertion, Retry, Timeout, Auto Waiting. If you want to follow us update, please subscribe. See you next time. Welcome to our Automation Tester channel. Today we'll talk about Playwright Elements Interaction. We'll talk about interact with web elements in Playwright, clicks, text import, dropdowns, checkbox, uploads, keyboard, mouse, etc. Demonstrate each interact type with code examples and best practice. Practical test writing with UI elements. Ability to automate realistic scenario like login form, search, and form submission. Clicking and navigating. Page click, this is web elements. Click by text or by row. This code, await page click, this is a text equal login. Await page get by row, this is a button. Button have name submit, and click this button. Typing and filling imports. Page filling function for import box. Page type for the character by character typing. The code await page filling fill. This is a web elements. This is a text. This is something. Text web elements and text. Dropdown select web elements. Page select option. Work with the value, label, and the index. Here code. await page select option. This is web elements. This is value. And here is web elements. This is a label. Checkbox and radio buttons. Page check function ensure this web elements is checked. Uncheck function ensure unchecked. The page is unchecked for validation. This is called await page. Check this web elements. Wait page uncheck this web element. File uploads. Use page.set import file function. Support simple multiple file. Await page set import file. This is a web element. This is a import file name. Keyboard action. Tap key like the Enter, Tab, arrow down. Await page get the keyboard. Press keyboard, Enter key. Get keyboard, press Tab key. Mouse action, hover, draw and drop, scroll. Await page, hover to this web elements. And here is mouse move to this position. And mouse click this position. Assertion with interaction. After interacting, validate outcome. Await, expect this page web elements have text welcome. And here is a wait page. And this page have URL. URL include dashboard. Okay, let's look at the web page and see what we want to test. In this web page, we call the web elements and locate. We want to test something web elements in this page. Like if I want to click the button, this we want to test. And also we want to test add text in the text box. And in the text area also we want to test. Another we want to test a checkbox. Also test radio button. And drop down list. This is a drop down list age. We want to select value. And also we want to test, choose the file. You see, is the file is chosen. Okay, let's look the code. Under tests folder, I add elements, this file. And also this file is look like this one. First line, import playwright test expect. Also we have the describe block, test block. And this is before each test have this one. And the first one, like click on web page. We have the web page, we go to this home page. Then on the home page, we have the test. Let me see this one. On this home page, this test, so click this one and also click web element. You see here is the first test is equal tests, and click the test equal web elements. Then expect this page contain correct URL. This is URL. We make sure it's correct. Then first test is for the test button 1 is this one. Go to this page, then find the button 1, and this is we use bezel, no, not bad text, bezel, and this is button, and also the name is button 1. This another one of the test, and another test use the test text. This is we have this one, okay, and then we go to the field import. Is go to the page, then find the text 2. This is the import, and put this text in this box. And also import text area 3. Find the text area 3. Put this text in the text area 3. Drop down. Go to this page and find, you see the select age, page weight, select option, and this option is age, name is age, and the select value is 12. And file upload. File upload is first go to this page and verify it's in the correct page. Then use this site import file. This is a web elements. We use file 3. This is a class, and the type is file. And put this is for the file and under this folder. So we give the file name. After import file, we check the file is in the path. Checkbox. This is the checkbox 1. Use the ID. So await page dot check. This is the web element. Radio button 2. You see here is use the page dot check. This is the radio button 2. Use the name import. Radio button 2. Use its name. Check. Keyboard action. So this is first find the text 2. This is name, and tap the admin, and keyboard press. This is the enter key. Let's run all the tests. So right click, and here is run test in current file. Okay, we have the 8 tests. All the tests pass. Also, if you want to see the in the web page test, you can use this one. Is like debug test in current file, or you can run the debug test in the cursor. So if I run this one, you see is open web browser and do it. Thank you for your watching the video. If you want to follow us our update, please subscribe. See you next time.
Welcome to our automation testing channel. Today we are talking about Playwright data-driven testing. Data-driven testing is a software test approach where test cases are designed based on different sides of the data rather than fixed inputs. It involves executing the same test script with multiple data sets to validate the behavior of an application under various conditions. The purpose of data-driven testing is to increase test coverage, identify potential defects, and verify that the application functions correctly with different input values. Improve test coverage. With a wide range of input data, more scenarios are covered, increasing the chances of finding defects. Reusability. By separating test data from test scripts, data sets can be reused across different tests, saving time and effort. Scalability. It is easier to scale a data-driven test to handle larger data sets without modifying the test scripts. Here is a diagram for data-driven testing. Maintainability. Changes in data can be made independently of the test scripts, making maintenance more straightforward. Flexibility. Tester can quickly add new test data to verify additional scenarios. Data-driven testing is particularly useful when an application has a large number of test cases with Selenium functionalities, and when this is needed to validate various combination input data. By adapting this approach, software testing becomes more efficient, effective, and adaptable to change requirements. Okay, let's look at the application. In this web page, we want to test a golf course function. Here is the two functions we want to test. One is the search function. When I type tag A in the search box and click search and get return, this is the name is tag A. And this is just one case use this script, but today I will show you how to use data-driven test and run many of the test cases, run 3 test cases, search 3 times. This is one. And another one, I want to select different country and list golf course. If I select this country, you see all of the name you test A, B, C, and all of this golf course in this country. And this is just one case for select Colombia. if we want to use data-driven test, how we can coding and use the like a group of the country, 3 or more, and select different country and list different golf course. So how we coding this one, and this use the data-driven test. Okay, let's look at the code. And this one, we have made another folder is data. Put the CSV file in this folder, and when run the automation tester, data-driven tester use these two files. And also under test, I add one of this file, data-driven spec.js file. So this is a file here. We can look at the file. First line is import playwright test in this file. And here is a description block, data-driven test. And this is a before each. Before each page go to the golf course and check the URL, have this URL. This is before each. And this is the first test, search golf course, use Selectors. You see here, define a constant golf course, and here is a name. This is actually name, Sky golf course. We have the 3 of the case, give the 3 of the name. So when run this test is get 3 of golf course name, put field in the search box and search. So here is a code, like a for, and constant golf, and this is from here, golf. So each of this is a golf, this is all of the golf course. So get each of golf name and put this name. You see here is a search box name. So it's a search string and import. And you see here is golf. You see here is golf the name. So filter this name and click search. So this is the first one, and use constant golf course defined here. Another one is we want to search golf course, and this time we use the data-driven file. So you see here is like name. We can see here, this is the column is the name. We list 3 of the golf course name and use these 3 run the test. You see here, we first need to define a FS, require FS system, and pair require the CSV pair synchronize. So use this, and this is a read file, and this file defined here. So this is a directory, this is a file name, and read this into this and pair this one to the record. So run the test for. So for is like we have the 3 names. So for have the 3 case from this here, and each of the case, each of the name, and the field name use the names name and field and search. So this is second. And another one is for the select country. First one, we define constant countries, like we have the list 3 country here. So for run the for
loop, and each from country. So here is 3 case, get 3 country. So 3 country name here, and use the select drop-down list. This drop-down list current field, and select and use the label, the country name. Select this one and click the field. Then can get return results. Another one is select use this date file. So this country, you see here is country, column title, and here list 3 country. You see here is a defined system, defined CSV file, and read into the records, and have the 3 records. So each we call a country. So country name, select drop-down list, this one, and select label country name is the first one, and then click filter, then click select second 3 and click this one. So this is a code base. Okay, let me run each of the test. Okay, yeah, it's run first one. I run all of this one, and you see here is like I finish this one. You see, and let me run this one. Okay, this is read file and run, and here is select country for this one. I run this one. Yeah, it's finished. And run this one is read the file and do the data-driven test. Yeah, that's finished. So if I run all of this one and just click all the test in current file, yeah, it's finished. You can see here is finished. Thank you for you watch the video. If you want to follow us update, please subscribe. See you next time. Welcome to our automation test channel. Today we'll talk about running automation tests in multiple browsers. Running automation tests across multiple browsers is essential to ensure cross-browser capability, consistent use experience, and functional reliability of web applications. Below is a clear structure explanation aligned with QA standards such as ASTQB and IEE 829 test document standards. Summary. Go. To verify that application behavior consistently and correctly across all supported browsers and environments. QA standards alignment. Ensure compliance with no functional requirements like compatibility and usability defined in the IEEE 829 test plan. Outcome confirms consistent rendering, performance, and interaction across browsers such as Chrome, Edge, Firefox, Safari, and Opera. Reason to run tests across multiple browsers. Cross-browser capability. Different browsers use distinct rendering engine, that is Black, WebKit, Gecko, which can interpret HTML, CSS, and JavaScript differently, prevent UI/UX discrepancies and functional inconsistencies. Different JavaScript engine. Chrome uses 8v8, Firefox uses SpaceMonkey, Safari uses JavaScript core, or may process script differently. Initial scripting logic works in all environments. Verify CSS support, CSS features, and layout model grant flagbox shadow behavior differently. Verify visual alignment and responsiveness. Browser special bug or API. Some API, that is WebRTC, WebGL, file system accesses, have different implementation level. Defects browser special regressions earlier. Real-world user coverage. User access site using various browser OS and devices. Improve test coverage and customer satisfaction. Regulatory accessibility requirements. Accessibility and compliance WCAG ADA can vary by browser support, meets compliance and inclusive design goal. Performance and rendering difference. Browsers different in the resources management and caching. Identify performance degradation on certain browsers. Example tool for cross-browser testing. Selenium Grid, open source, distributed test cross-browser in parallel. Cypress cross-browser model, JavaScript-based, supports Chrome, Edge, and Firefox with built-in retry logic. Playwright, modern open source, offer true cross-browser, Chrome, WebKit, Firefox automation, BrowserStack, source label, Lambda test. Cloud platform provide real device browser environment for testing. How we can run the multiple browser for testing. First, we need to update Playwright config.js file. Here is the update, like the project name. Give the name is Chrome Mail, browser name Chrome Mail. Here is the Firefox and WebKit here. Here list some of the comments for run the automation test. This is for the run the Playwright test. And this is for the run the test for browser is just Firefox. And here is user Chrome Mail and have the headed and debug process. Here is show the test result. Okay, let's look the code. Under test I add this multiple browser Spectre.js file. Here is the coding here. This is just a simple coding. Like go to the web page and in the search box tap this children care and click the button search. This is the code. And how we can run the test? First, if I want to run the test just for all of the browser, I can type this comment here. And you see here is I special this multiple browser test because we have many. If we not specify the special test, it will be run all the test. So you can see this comment is run all the browser. We have the 3 browser, Firefox and Chrome Mail. You see here is a WebKit. This is a 2 is a path, but the Firefox fail. Why is this one? Because before we introduce different browser use different engine to interpretation HTML and CSS. So I think this is different like the Firefox. So it's a fail. Okay, I run another one is like I want to run this test, but I use the web key for the browser. You see here is a comment. You see, I use this comment and show the results. You see, here is like result show here. Yeah, that is for the show. And another one, I want to run the debug for Chrome Mail. Okay, I can run this one. You see, is open the browser and also open this one, and I click this is run. You see all the paths. So this is for the Chrome Mail debugger model. Thanks for your watching today's video. If you like it, please subscribe. See you next time. Welcome to our automation testing channel. Today we'll talk about how to handle login authentication in Playwright. Go. Learn how to handle login authentication in Playwright. UI login, API login, session reuse. Steps. Demonstrate multiple ways to automate authentication safely and efficiently, cover token story, session persistence, and reuse. Outcome. You can log in once, save the session, and reuse it across multiple tests for faster execution. Why handle authentication in test? Definition. Authentication testing validates user identity and access control mechanisms. Why automate it? Avoid re-login for every test. Reduce execution time. Maintain consistent test state. Method 1. UI-based login standards approach. Method 2. Save session storage state. Go login once, save the session, reuse it in further tests. Fast execution. No login form needed. Great for CI/CD pipelines. Method 3. API-based login token injection. Some systems allow login through APIs that return OAuth token. Faster than UI login. Useful when front end and back end are separate. Require knowledge of the API structure. Method 4. Cookie-based authentication. Best practice. Use story state.json in config. Prevent repeated UI login. Void stored passwords in plain text. Use environmental variable. Separate login logical from the test logical. Improve maintainability. Refresh session periodically. Avoid expired token. Always test invalidated credential too. Ensure security validation. Okay, let's first look the application I want to test. This is application. I want to test a golf course. And you see here is add golf course. When I click the add golf course, it needs login, so I log in. Okay, this is add golf course. Yeah, add golf course. Then I go back for the golf course. I search some golf course. Like search golf course test A. Here is have the delete link. If I not log in, I don't see any of the delete link. You see here don't have any delete link. So this is application I want to test. We look at the code. First, I create a file is called awesome.js. Here is I put an empty file here. Then we need to update playwright config.js file. Here is I put the session. You see is a store session. This is a store the into the path and the name into this file. Then I create this is a test JSON file. So I write the 3 tests. First test is a general login. You see here is go to that page, go to the login page and type username and password login. After login, make sure is after login. Then save this. This is a key point, like save page context storage state. And here is save this this one. This is the first general is a UI login, but we save the storage state. And the second test, I want to add golf course. Add golf course, we know that is need the login. So this test I don't re-log in, use the UI login. So I use the storage state, use that one because here like we have use storage state. Then I don't need to log in again. So directly into this page, and then click the golf course. Before I show you, like if I not log in, click golf course, need logins. But this time I use the storage state, so click this link, not go to the login page, direct to the create a golf course page. So I check go to that page. So check is text is add golf course. Another test is delete golf course. Before we say that delete golf course also need a login. So after go to the golf course, I search like the test B. That is go to the search finish. When the search finish, if not log in, the delete link not show up. After login, delete link show up. So click this delete link and check this page is go to correct delete page. Let me run a test. First, I run this test. Okay, the test finished. So I check this is create save the storage state. You see here is storage status saved. So I go back to the test. So I check this test is can pass. You see is a pass. And also check this test. Yeah, you see delete pass. So use this, we can save the login. Today, I mainly introduce a session storage and avoid login for every test. Welcome your comments, feedback. Hope today's video can help you. If you want to follow us updates, please subscribe. Thank you. See you next time.
Welcome to our automation testing channel. Today we are talking about Playwright accessibility testing. Introduce A11 testing WCAG compliance. Use Xcore Playwright to scan for violations. Generate actionable A11 reports. Summary. Ensure Web UI meets accessibility standards. Integrate Xcore with Playwright scan page, accept zero violation. Use need-inclusive access, screen read, keyboard, navigation, color contrast. Automated scaling caching 60 to 70% of common issue quickly. Here list stand. Use automated A11Y scan as a part of a functional test suite. Common violation code by A11Y tools. Here is a tab, here is example. First is a no text content general for the imaging tag missing author attribute. Run heading order H4 directly after H1. Contrast issue. Let green text on a white background. Form label issues. Import a field with no label. interactive elements, div acting like the button without a row. How to do? First, npm install xcore playwright. Because we want HTML report, so second, install npm install HTML report. Coding I will show you on the Visual Studio Code. Okay, let me do install and coding. First, open terminal. Here you can find the terminal and open terminal and type npm install xcore playwright. Because I installed, so you type this command in terminal and run. And the second, npm install xhtml report. So after this two install, you can do for the coding. On the coding, we just under test add this is usability test. So here is the test included here. In the testing, we first define the test and expect it from the playwright test. And also after install, you have X build. This is for the xcore build. So use this build, we can find the violation. Second, here I create HTML report. So this is we second install HTML report. And here required F system, file system. That is because we are after run results we write to the file, so need this request for the fs. So first give the block, and here is the first go to the page. So we test this page for violation. And here you see here is results equal new x build. This is a page. What page you go, and this is a page. And with here you see with the tag, we tag is WCAG2A, and this is we select this one and get this results, analyze, use this function analyze. Then we write to this JSON file. This is a folder, and here is the file name. This is a kind of the JSON file. You see here is a fs write file synchronize. But JSON file we read is a little difficult. That is for machine read. For human being read is a little confusing or little difficult. So we convert JSON file to HTML file. So this is the results, and the option is this is use A11Y, and here is alt direct. So here is my direct. You see here we have the two file here, and what file you should create. So this is create this HTML file and use this file convert to this HTML file. And here is a set no violation. If find the violation, this set fail. If no violation, this is a pass. Okay, let me run result. So right click and run result. Okay, this finishes. So here is a HTML report. So I just copy this one and open it. And here you can see what results we have. Okay, so for this web, no violation. So you can see here is 0 violation. And you can open it and see what test has. And here you see in a label. So here is you can see what in this one, and here is nothing. So this is for the first web we test. So I change it for another web test and see what happened for the second web. Okay, so you see here is a test field. So I also open this one and see what happened. So find 13 violations. So here is a list, all of the violation here, and also give detail what happened and what should correct and what issue have in this second web page. Thank you for your watching the video. Hope today's video can help you. If you want to follow us update, please subscribe. Thank you. See you next time. Welcome to our automation testing channel. Today I will talk about Playwright visual regression testing. I will cover 3 major processes of the regression testing. First, capture baseline screenshots. Second, capture new screenshots. Third, compare 2 kinds of those screenshots. Visual regressions, which are subtle UI changes, are often missed during traditional testing. A comprehensive guide on how visual regression tests can be implemented to automatically capture those illusion flaws won't be provided. Go. Ensure the UI has not visually regression after new code deployment. Set up a visual test. Generate a baseline. Compare screenshot. UI layout style changes are usually silent. Functionally testing do not test them. Visual regression detects pixel difference and highlights deviation. Aligns to no functional requirement visual acceptance credential. Integration visual validation into regression pipeline. Visual regression testing is a type of software testing that focuses on detecting unintended visual changes in the web application's user interface. It is particularly useful for issues that updates or changes to the website or application do not introduce unexpected visual defects. Visual regression testing involves compare screenshots or images of the application before and after change to identify any visual differences. Capture baseline screenshot. Before make any changes to the application, capture screenshot of the key pages or components that you want to test. These screenshots serve as a baseline or reference image. Make changes. Implement the design changes or updates in your application. Here is a diagram for visual regression testing. Capture new screenshot. Use automation tool compare screenshot. Review, analyze difference. If necessary, update baseline. If changes are intended or expected, update the baseline screenshot. Incorporate visual regression test into CI/CD pipeline to automatically run these tests whenever there are changes to the code base. Visual regression testing tools often provide reports that highlight visual differences and allow teams to track changes over time. Visual regression testing is especially valuable in projects where the visual appearance of the application is critical, such as in user interface, web application, and responsive designs. It helps capture visual bugs earlier in the development process and ensures consistent and policy use experience. Playwright or test runner inclusive place pixel by pixel imaging difference feature. Here is a list of other tools you can use in the Playwright to compare two screenshots. Here is the tool name. Here is the purpose. Here is the integration. Okay, let's look at the code. Under test, I add JavaScript like a visual regression test, this one, and open this file. And first line, import test inspection from the Playwright test. And this is a general as before, but in this scenario, we talk about like Playwright have a default for the visual regression test check the pixel by pixel feature. So this is include that feature. First, I write a test like a describer, and the test here is I go to this home page and go to page, wait page come up and have screenshot and give a screenshot name, home page name, this screenshot. First time when you run this test, go to this page and get this screenshot. And this screenshot default as baseline screenshot. So this first time, and the second time, if you update the application, you run second time, and that time is actually screenshot. So compare two screenshot. If you have the differ and write another screenshot. If no difference, so just keep this baseline screenshot. So this is the first test I write, and I can run this test, and you see here, and go to run the test. If I run this, will not see anything, but it should quickly finish. Okay, here is the error. So we can see the error is here. You see this one, regression 1. Yeah, because I like different gave the different screenshot here, like after login. So here is login username here. So compare not login, the screenshot have the difference. So this is the first test. And the second test, I will not run. Let me see. I comment out this one. This is the second test. This compare the golf course page screenshot. So go to the golf course and search the golf course test A and list a lot of the test A here. And wait a second and get, you see here is tap this one and search, click search and go to this page and list all the golf course name test A. So give the screenshot name golf page screenshot. This first time run is a baseline screenshot. Okay, let me run this first one. Okay, this finish it. Then I will change this test golf course test A and see what has happened for this one. Okay, I pause the video right now. Yeah, first time run and get this for the baseline screenshot and pass this test. Then second, I modify this is golf course test A. I change the text. I want to get that is a different screenshot. Let me run and see is can get for the difference. Okay, the finish and you can see here have the difference. We can go to the golf course like this one. Yeah, it's get a difference. Let me see the. Yeah, you say here is a pixel is different. Yeah, so that is because I changed for that golf course. You see here is a golf course, and I change it for test A. You see here I change it for this one, and so is get the difference. Thank you for your watching the video. Hope video help you. If you want to follow us update, please subscribe. See you next time. Welcome to our automation testing channel. Today we'll talk about how to use NetHouse in Playwright. NetHouse is the open source automated tool and part of the Google Developer Tool Suite. NetHouse performs serious audits on a web page. The impact on user experience. The speed it takes to load a page 75%. How it is find what I'm looking for 66%. How well the writer fills my screen 61%. How simple the site is to use 58%. How attractive the site looks 24%. NetHouse is open source automated tool and part of the Google Developer Tool Suite. It is designed to improve the quality and performance of web pages by providing audits, insights, and diagnostic. NetHouse can be used to test web pages against a set of best practices, performance metrics, and other guidelines to assess their overview quality and identify areas for improvement. The primary focus of NetHouse is on web performance, accessibility, progressive web app accomplishments, best practice, and search engine optimization factors. It generates comprehensive reports with actionable recommendations to help developers optimize their websites and create a better user experience for their visitors. NetHouse performs a series of audits on the web page, stimulates real-world scenarios on the various devices and network conditions, and then generate a report with a score and detailed information on different aspects of the page. Some of the metrics it evaluates include page load speed, time to interactive, accessibility for use with disabilities, adherence to best practices, and PWA features like offline support and installation capabilities. It has become a valuable tool for web developers and website owners who want to ensure their sites are optimized, accessibility, and user-friendly. How to use NetHouse in Playwright? First, need to install Playwright NetHouse. Type this command in the terminal. Second, in the test script, put this in the head. One is require this one and special for the Chrome mail. Another one is require Playwright NetHouse. We need to use this play audit. And launch Chrome mail browser and default like the arguments remote debugging pool give the 9222 this pool. And use report like await play audit report on the page. Set threshold. Performance set the 80% and accessibility set 90. You can change and you can set your score.
And here is you see play auditor use this poll. This poll is the same thing, the same this poll should the same. Okay, let's look the code. Under test, I add a new script we call nethouse.spec.js. This script. And we talked about it before, like the head, we add these two lines. One is use the grammar, one is use the play audit. So need to put this constant for use this method. In the test description, we just gave the NetHouse test, and the test we gave the two tests because I just want to show you how to use this one. I gave the two tests. One is go to the web page, go to this web page and test this NetHouse matrix. And here you see we need first go to the page and then launch Chrome Mail. We decide like a remote debugging poll, give this poll or other poll. And here is play auditor. So play auditor on the page threshold. First I set the performance 80 and usability is 85 and poll is the same this poll. This is go to this page we call the home page. Another test, go to the golf page. So this is a different URL. You see here is a page, so later we will use all of this page. And also launch Chrome Mail. And this Chrome Mail, we also define the remote debugging poll as this one. And here is a play auditor. We put the page and the threshold. This is performance 80, usability 80, and the poll is the same thing as this one. Okay, let me run a test. You say two tests is a pass. Here is a like performance metrics playwright because I console log, so all of the score and here. So all the score pass. If I change this one, I want let's say I gave the high score. What happened? I gave 90 and I save. Run again. Okay, it's also pass. This is good. But if I give the high more than this one, probably fail. Okay, here is a fail. Okay, and the first one is pass, and we see what is the fail. Let me see. You see here is like this for the golf course because is you see here is a golf course is a page is a test is a fail because I gave the high of the performance and so this one you see here is performance this one but this one is fail. Yeah, because this is just 80 but is under 90. Okay, under 90, so is a fail this one. Thank you for watching the video. Hope today's content
can help you. If you want to follow us, our updates, please subscribe. See you next time.